Hello, everybody. This is 64 Beastie Man, and welcome to the second episode of my new series, Fast Food Draft. Today, we're going to be making the ultimate breakfast meal for fast food, Sunday edition. That's right. So, what does that mean? Well, here in America, we have a good Christian population, and every Sunday morning, they'll attend church or whatnot. So, what better way to prepare for a sermon than with a good hearty fast food meal? Now, the rules still apply from the first episode, with an added one of any restaurant that closes on Sunday will not be visited. So, Chick-fil-A, we visited last episode, it won't be here this episode. So, with all the prerequisites out of the way, we have the main, the side, the bake/sweet good, and the drink to get to. So, let's get it underway with. Okay, so I think we're all in agreement that bagels are like a Sunday breakfast type of thing, right? I mean, people get them at Einstein Bros Bagel Cafe all the time, but for those who don't have an Einstein Bros in their area, second place to get them would be McDonald's. Now, they do have regular bagels, but that's pretty basic for my taste, so I went out and I got this. A steak, egg, and cheese bagel. Now, this thing would normally have slivered onions and what they call a breakfast sauce as well, but for personal reasons, I decided to take them off because, number one, I'm not really much of a sauce guy, and number two, I'm still worried about slivered onions because of the whole E. coli thing that caused them to drop the quarter pounder for a while. I don't know why they're still using slivered onions and they don't cook them, or at least grill them on the flat top. That way they get caramelized and there's the decreased risk of E. coli, but that's another matter for another time. But anyways, we got this steak, egg, and cheese bagel. It's a breakfast of champions with a hearty meat for a hearty breakfast. Now, on to the side. Now, for those of you not in the know, churches will sometimes have these things called choirs, which will sing songs of hymns and praise during sermons. So, what better way to splurge on the side than with these Wendy's Golden Fried Potatoes? It's like a choir of its own. You take one, you pop it in your mouth, it's a mouthful of deliciousness, and it applies to the rest of the potatoes as well. So, on to the drink. Go to any person and they'll tell you that the best drink to have for breakfast is a coffee. Now, you can get coffees literally anywhere. You could get them at Dunkin' Donuts, you could get them at McDonald's, Burger King, Hardee's. Literally any fast food restaurant will have these, but why not stick with the queen of coffee, Starbucks? And what I have here is one of their coffees. And if I could get the lid open for just a split second, you'll see inside it's pistachio, a pistachio latte. Because number one, this looked appealing on the menu and I just had to try it. And it's really delicious. You get a nice undertone of nutty flavor to it. And it's a nice treat to have, especially on Sundays. So there's the drink out of the way. Now we wrap it up with the bake/sweet good. Now, donuts are the name of the game at Dunkin' Donuts, especially at Krispy Kreme too, but since Dunkin' Donuts is closer to me than Krispy Kreme, I decided to go for them. And since I've seen these handed out in Sunday sermons as well, here we have some Dunkin' Donut munchkins. I got 6 pieces of these munchkins. We have here jelly, we have here glazed, then we have some blueberry glaze. These are a really nice treat to have, especially during sermon time when you want to just snack before and afterwards. After a sermon is done, these will fill you up really fast if you eat enough of them. So 6 should be enough for all the stuff that I've got. So let's go on home, see how we do. Okay, so here's everything sorted out. As you can see, the bagels on the left, the donuts are in front on the right, the potatoes are at the behind, and the pistachio latte is at the back. Overall, when you take a quick bite of that steak, egg, and cheese bagel, you pair it well to potatoes, you have a little munchkin on the side, and with the coffee, you can get it all down in one big helping of deliciousness. But what do you guys think? Would you have drafted any differently? And if so, what would you change about your fast food breakfast meal for Sunday? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. So until then, this is 64 Beastie Man, beasting out.